Bartow, by the way, had a lot of work to do in Charlton's goal, and he did it in absolutely first-class style.
It's reported that the Bolton players took tranquilizers. Looked as if she could do with one too. And a slowed-down camera shows the brilliance of a Hopkinson save.
These Hungarians obviously know how to celebrate.
It was a typical Bromolar excursion, that.
Argentina the lead.
And England really are controlling this. Nearly 10 minutes gone, no score. Carlos Alberto. That's dangerous. Giardino. Already left Cooper standing. Pelé! What a save! George Banks picked that out of the net. And that's the danger for England. Sent by a quick raid. And that's the save of the World Cup.
Gordon Banks' save from Pelé in the 1970 World Cup finals will forever live in the memory. Perhaps the greatest save ever made.
Paulo Cesar. Oh, he hit it well. Viciously dipping and spinning.
Number 10 is Helt. Now to Zähler. Emmerich in the middle. This is the German captain. That was dipping under the bar.
But Banks was just one of a number of keepers who could justly make claim to the title of the world's greatest goalkeeper.
Dennis Law got it inside right to Hento, and the Spaniard...
In 1963, a young Gordon Banks came face to face with the only goalkeeper ever to become European Footballer of the Year, the Soviet Union's Lev Yashin.
Gordon Milne has a go. By the way, the Russian goalie Yashin's called the Black Octopus.
Member of the Order of Lenin, honoured master of sport, Lev Yashin's career spanned 3 decades. But Yashin came from a long tradition of outstanding continental goalkeepers.
Then Hungarians kicked off, and at once the white-shirted English team were given a dazzling example of first-class football.
As the platform for the Hungarians' revolutionary success in the 50s, Gyula Grosic became a legendary figure and role model for aspiring young keepers everywhere.
Then, during an English attack, Hungarian goalkeeper Grosic brought Rob down with a sort of rugger tackle, and a penalty was given.
Matthews centres, a header from Rob, but Grosic saves.
At first, Joseph Sepp Mayer's ungainly style and distinctive dress attracted ridicule.
Oh, and that was swerving and dipping. Law, a bad pass.
With his large rubber-faced gloves and outsized jersey, he looked to be made up of spare parts.
Relax. Right in the stretching. Oh, and another good save by Sepp Maier from Eccentric.
But Maier was a model of consistency, a goalkeeper supreme. He proved that the old art doesn't just cater for a conventional style and physique. Dino Zoff was once described as a cold man with no nerves, but Mr. Unflappable became a national hero to millions of Italians, playing in 3 successive World Cup finals.
Dietz. Holstenbein, what a great save! The first explosive moment, and Dino Zoff responding as he did the other night against Argentina. Holstenbein brought in for his first match with the right foot volley on the turn, and Zoff flying across to his left.
Everton and Wales' Neville Southall has maintained a level of consistency and brilliance few goalkeepers could match.
Barnes is a long way away on the left, but he's the freest player. Well found. Brings Southall down to the near post. Now Houghton delivered that quite beautifully, and Barnes was perfectly ready here with his left foot. It was slightly deflected off the defender anyway, which made it an even better save. Now can John Barnes add to that total? He's kept the ball in, he's got Rush in the middle. Still Barnes, and Southall makes the save, as he's made several. Barnes deprived there. Venison, Rush, it can still work for Barnes here. Ratcliffe in the way, Beardsley, good save, he touched that.
At his best, Southall was widely believed to be the top goalkeeper in Britain, but he had much to live up to. Perfectionist, dreamer, loner, workaholic, dedicated. Every word would fit a man who, from the moment his career began, set out with a single-minded ambition to be acknowledged as the best goalkeeper in the world.
This is Wallace, Ferguson, oh what a save! Oh, outstanding goalkeeping by Shilton.
Started it, wants the ball back in midfield. Here he is. Beardsley got goal side briefly. Nawrocki. Ashika, it's a good cross and a good save. Chikanovsky again with a header.
Great 4 or 5 man movement by the Polish side, and there's then coming outside Chris Waddle, cross into the middle.
Somebody to go on, Chaubert, Chekanovsky, stopped by Walker. Oh, thumping drive and turned away by Peter Shilton. Really, that was hugely well struck, and a very good save. Robert Bashika it was, got a deflection too, just the fingertips.
Bowyer to him, and Burns having to die in front. Strack, Van Gool, very nearly unbearable to watch, let alone to play. Here's Konopka with a fine effort, and a good save by Jordan. Can he recover? And he does. Not only was that a good save, but he recovered his balance so well to grab the rebound. The only real save he's had to make, and he made it so well twice.
Chivers. Dalglish! Who says goalkeepers don't win or save matches?
Whether Peter Shilton was the greatest is open to question, but one thing is certain: never has a goalkeeper been more dedicated and obsessed by his craft.
Midfield of Hamilton, Cassidy and Sharkey, and up front Morgan, McElroy and Finney.
Pat Jennings was perhaps the most naturally gifted goalkeeper ever.
Jordan! Oh, great save! That's why he's been capped 59 times. Masson with the flighted free kick, Jordan with the flying header, and Jennings responding, although I suspect there may have been a foul given. Just 16 seconds into the second half that happened, and Sammy Morgan having a quick word with Jennings, maybe about the side that Rioch favours. Hits the post. The penalty hit the post. Rioch deliberately left the rebound because he can't play it again, of course. Kenny Dalglish hit the bar, but in the meantime, I suspect, there was a Scotland player offside. Here's Dalglish. Johnston just inside. There he is. Hunter doing well. But here's Masson. Oh, good save. Elastic arms by Jennings. Just somehow stretched out the right hand and stopped it dead. Masson must have been thinking he was onto his second.
Richards. Goalkeeper yelling for it. And that's a shot by Hegan. And how about that? A real touch of the Pelés about that. Danny Hegan in tremendous form at the moment. No wonder the crowd applauded. The goalkeeper off the line, just inside the half, and what a shot it was. Jennings sprinted to get back, and it was, even then it was a good save.
Hoddle. And Pat Jennings pulls off a save which could prove important from Glenn Hoddle. The first shot to cause any concern, and it was tipped aside by the 40-year-old keeper.
An amazing shot stopper, Pat was brilliant at dealing with the high cross, sometimes one-handed. He also had an amazing ability to save with his feet.
And still, good run by Dixon this, and deflected, and Jennings saves with his feet, which he's done so many times throughout his career. Lineker. Stevens. And Dixon is coming in here, and Jennings has somehow got that over the top. What a fine save, and Billy Bingham again has to thank a goalkeeper who's put a completely different complexion on the phrase middle-aged. Dixon got up between the two defenders, and how Jennings got back and turned that over with one hand, he will doubtless explain later.
Cool enough to dribble his way out of trouble, Pat performed with what seemed to be a totally unflappable temperament. Pat Jennings had qualities all goalkeepers need on occasion. Few goalkeepers can have experienced such humiliation as Frank Haffey for Scotland against England at Wembley in 1961.
In the 9th minute, Bobby Robson scored. Then after 10 minutes, Jimmy Greaves put England 2-up. Before half-time, a third, and slow motion shows a mistake by Haffey, pounced on by Greaves. Sharp free kick. Happy fumbles, a Douglas shot, and it's 4-2. England's fifth came from Bobby Smith. Then came 4 English goals in 7 minutes, one from Johnny Haynes. Another from Johnny Haynes. Jimmy Greaves gets his third. Duly noted by Scots, not to mention Italians, and Smith again with England's ninth.
Sadly for Frank, he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and as a result, never represented his country again.
England might have made it 10.
Big Joe Corrigan had problems settling in at Manchester City, following as he did in the footsteps of such legends as Frank Swift and Bert Troutman. Joe had the added misfortune of having to live down this memorable moment against West Ham in 1970.
Straight back from Boyce. What a goal! What an unbelievable goal!
Joe Corrigan would recover from this fiasco to claw his way back into the hearts of the City fans with a mixture of unbelievably hard work, dogged determination and a self-inflicted diet. In 1975, Fulham's Peter Mellor earned his reward for years of solid professional goalkeeping by reaching the FA Cup final against West Ham.
Alan Taylor!
Poor Mellor would never be allowed to forget his failure to hang on to the ball on 2 vital occasions. Some goalkeeping errors will forever remain mysteries.
Houseman, Buick scored! 41 minutes, and Scrapers let in a sitter.
Jordan and McFarland. Oh, Jordan left him. Good play by the big Scottish striker. Problems here for England. Dalglish. And Clemence's day is now complete. A total disaster. The ball went right through his legs. Jordan made it all possible. He eluded McFarland far too easily. Played the ball at the right time. There didn't appear to be so much danger because Clemence had narrowed the angle, but the ball went right through Ray Clemence's legs. Banks being driven left, and was that a foul? The whistle hasn't gone. Best, and a foul given. Fascinating piece of football thinking by Best.
The unconventional brilliance of George Best in robbing Gordon Banks of the ball was a warning to all custodians of the importance of keeping their wits about them at all times.
And it's Crosby coming round the back, and Dibble got it at the second attempt. Oh, and Crosby's pinched the... Oh, has he given the goal? He has! My word! Gary Crosby! And Dibble is livid. This is what happened. Well, the ball was only resting on one hand. Was it in his grasp? The referee said no.
Jennings has scored for Tottenham.
Jordan's gone down the left. Pettigrew is in the middle. Dalglish is joining him. So is Masson. And it was awkward. Pettigrew, Dalglish, and neither could make it. And Pat Jennings looks round as if to say, well, what happened there? A ball knocked in by Jordan. Those bumpy patches in the goal mouth that Jennings was so worried about might have contributed to that. But Pettigrew seemed to have the chance, and then Dalglish, but still it wouldn't go in for Scotland.
Oh, it's in! No! nearly got there. The Italians are in so much trouble. That was a foul on the goalkeeper. Or was it a foul by the goalkeeper? Just given against the goalkeeper. They're so panicky now and uncertain.
Few goalkeepers can have been as fortunate as Brazil's Felix in the 1970 World Cup finals. Though less gifted than most, he played for perhaps the most talented combination of footballers ever assembled in one team.
He scores! What a terrible goal! Felix heading in! And what's the foul? And this is where Felix was completely summoned as Tobias controlled the ball well, but I think he thought he was going wide. He makes no attempt to stop it, and as he watches it, too late does he realise it's going into the net.
Czechoslovakia's Wilhelm Schroef, brilliant up to the final, had the misfortune to play against Brazil's magical talent in 1962. However gifted the goalkeeper, there is little one can do about that sort of intervention.
Off the foot of Steve Hodge, and Maradona gives Argentina the lead. The England players protesting to the referee. But the little man who started it by walking past Glenn Hoddle, that's where the ball came from Hodge. Maradona had continued the run forward.
Brian Clough called Jan Tomaszewski a clown, but keeping the ball out of the net is really all that matters.
Hughes, Curry. Why did he punch? Here's Shannon. Inside netting.
Ungainly, unorthodox, often living dangerously, the style suited him, and he went on to make a memorable impact on the 1974 World Cup finals, becoming the first goalkeeper to save 2 penalties in the tournament's history.
Very good in this match. Good return ball, and he's got a chance. And a penalty. He looked as though he'd taken it too far and brought his man down. So Uli Hoeneß, who scored from the penalty spot against Sweden, with the chance to do so against Poland. And he saved it again, Tomaszewski.
Peru's Ramon Quiroga was considered as mad as a hatter, but he was capable of the extraordinary.
Burns, Jordan, what a fantastic save by Quiroga. Jordan looks at the rest of the team in astonishment, and no wonder he patted the goalkeeper. Matson's corner, knocked on by Kenny Burns, who won it in the air. There was Jordan.
Still Boniek. Bunsaw making a run. Still Boniek. And still. Oh! Well, eccentric is the word that's often used for Quiroga. Test him he does. Lato. Oh, dear me. He really hit it well. Whoops. And Quiroga was grateful to see Jamuda hit that over. Gawacha. Malarek. He's got something to make up for now. He's made up for it well. That was a good ball. Lato coming in from the back. And here's Gawacha. Great save by Quiroga. Hit strongly by the left back as it was pulled across the face of the goal by Lato. And Quiroga.
Rioch. And a penalty given to Scotland. And Rioch came powering through then. And down he goes, and the decision does look a good one on the replay. Rioch down, the trainer called on, and Bobby Jordan. And he saved it! A brilliant save again by Quiroga. And twice in 5 minutes, the goalkeepers saved Peru. Masson had to wait, but he struck the ball firmly, but he was too close to the goalkeeper.
Holland's Jan Youngblood must surely have been the most unathletic-looking man ever to have kept goal in international football. Stiff-legged with little gymnastic ability, Youngblood had an affliction of constantly blinking throughout a game. Just the same, he was capable of the miraculous.
There's Rossi in there. Oh! And just wide, but how is he given the chance by Kroll? Holland don't seem to know where they are at the back. The goalkeeper's only just come on, you can't really fault him. But Kroll there lost all contact, and Rossi went close to making it 2-0. Bettiger gets up. It's come to Benetti! Good save by a man who's only just come on. And right at Benetti to test the new goalkeeper straight away from over 20 yards.
His performances in Argentina in 1978 had capped an eventful career, one of the highlights being the 1974 World Cup final.
One half to Pope. He's clear. Youngblood produced a moment that even Gordon Frank would autograph. It was a fine, fine save. Pope was right there. Youngblood giving him as little as possible to shoot at.
Bruce Grobbelaar's antics have been the centre of debate since his first appearance in Liverpool's goal in the early 80s.
Chances here, McCall's there, and Grobbelaar wasn't sure. And it was Ian Wilson who got closest to the loose ball. The two subs were both involved in there. Grobbelaar had an escape.
I think that's what you call handbags from 7 yards, yeah? This was the earlier cross. Trevor Stephen whips it in, and the hand going up from Stuart McCall just put Bruce Grobbelaar off.
Forward by McDonald. Grobbelaar's coming out to meet Sharp, and this could be interesting. Sheedy's in a good position. Sheedy, Hansen blocked, and Grobbelaar must have been relieved. Well, Grobbelaar hadn't had too much to do. I don't know whether he was getting a little bored back there, but he went a long way and was out of his ground for a few dangerous moments.
Never has a goalkeeper who has won so much in the game been the centre of so much controversy and criticism.
Teams, Glasgow Rangers and Dark Shirts playing on their own ground. John Thompson, Scottish international goalkeeper, is among the Celtic team who play in striped shirts.
On September the 5th, 1931, a young goalkeeper called John Thompson came as close as anyone to ending the bigotry between Glasgow's two famous clubs, Rangers and Celtic. In doing so, however, he tragically lost his life after fracturing his skull in this incident. At first, the Rangers supporters didn't appreciate the serious nature of Thompson's injury, but in fact the young lad from Fife had become the first goalkeeping fatality.
Then enter the Gladiators, Manchester City, wearing striped shirts for the occasion.
Manchester City's Bert Troutman nearly suffered a similar fate in the 1956 Cup final.
Don Revie kicks off and the final is on. Birmingham rally and then a clash between Peter Murphy and goalie Bert Troutman. Troutman's hurt. Let's have a look at that collision in slow motion. Diving at Murphy's feet, the former German paratrooper and POW certainly collects a nasty one.
A nasty one indeed, for unknowingly, Troutman's bravery had led to a broken neck. At any time in the closing minutes, a severe jolt could have killed him.
Then he's in collision again, and this time it seems to be winded. The final whistle, victory for Manchester City, and congratulations all round. Troutman is obviously still in pain. Never mind, Bert Troutman, there's something extra special waiting for you in the changing room. Up for the cup, up with the cup. What a day, what a crowd, what excitement. Led by managers Busby and Houghton, Manchester United and Aston Villa took the field.
A year later, Wembley witnessed another horrendous moment.
And the first sensation, Peter McParland shoots straight at Ray Wood, follows up his shot and their heads collide. Both men are down, but it's obvious that the Manchester goalie is knocked out. Jackie Blanchflower puts on a goalie's sweater and Ray Wood is carried off the field. How badly was he hurt? That was the question.
Although Manchester United's Ray Wood recovered, his cheekbone had been shattered as a result of Peter McParland's blatant challenge.
Blanchflower, who's kept goal before, was performing wonders in his place. Spectators were in a state. Gets you down, don't it? 100,000 or so were there, and they fairly cheered Matt Busby, who had recovered sufficiently to be present, as his Manchester United men came out.
Tragically weakened by the Munich air crash, Matt Busby's Manchester United side fought bravely despite this controversial incident in the 1958 Cup final against Bolton Wanderers.
Attacking. Then a hard shot from Stevens is held by Gregg, and Lofthouse puts him and the ball into the net. Gregg's obviously hurt. Watch it now in slow motion. In comes the shot, but before Gregg can get his balance and turn around to clear, Lofthouse charges in. Harry Gregg is down and the players gather round while the trainer works on him. Happily, he's not badly hurt.
Amazingly, referee Jack Sherlock decided the challenge was fair and allowed the goal to stand.
After a few minutes, the match gets going again, with Bolton now 2 up. Gregg's evidently all right and being kept pretty busy too.
The support for Celtic was overwhelming and clearly designed to intimidate their opponents.
Unhappily, in the modern era, goalkeepers have on occasion become the targets not only of the opposition, but of the spectators as well, as in the European Cup Winners' Cup tie between Celtic and Rapid Vienna.
While the Scots were feeling rather sorry for themselves, Rapid Vienna broke away incisively, and it was left to Peter Vercourt to run clear and give the Austrian side a 4-1 aggregate lead. Well, if things weren't bad enough for Celtic, the second half produced one of the ugliest scenes in the history of British football. The repercussions of this shameful incident in the second half could be even more serious. A spectator ran onto the pitch and attacked the Rapid Vienna goalkeeper Führer. If a bottle thrown from the crowd can end in a rematch, what price will Celtic have to pay for this? At least Führer wasn't seriously injured and went on to make 2 great saves. Tommy Burns was the Celtic player who came closest to scoring on both occasions. So Celtic go out, and another disgraceful attack by one of their so-called supporters, a kick there on goalscorer Peter Vercourt at the end. The likelihood is that Celtic will be banned from European competitions.
Perhaps the most bizarre incident involving a goalkeeper occurred in the crucial World Cup qualifying match between Chile and Brazil in Rio de Janeiro. "1-0 down and needing to avoid defeat, Chile's talented goalkeeper Roberto Rojas claimed to have been hit by a flare thrown from the terraces. The game was abandoned after 70 minutes. Rojas would later retract his claim and as a result has been banned from international football for life.
Right. Save! Oh! Good save! And Leeds defended as well, and he fought the goalkeeper as he followed through, but he had to go for that. It was a 50-50 ball.
Happily for Brazil's goalkeeper Felix, Francis Lee's challenge did no lasting damage.
By taking up such a good position, and what a good cross. Hurst couldn't get there, Lee following through. Good save, and he had to go again, as you can see. A pure 50-50 situation.
In the Hall of Goalkeeping Horrors, the challenge of West Germany's Harald Schumacher on Patrick Battiston of France must go down as one of the worst incidents on record. Schumacher's challenge left Battiston needing oxygen to be revived, and at one point there was a serious fear for his life. Schumacher's actions went unpunished. The game itself went to a penalty shootout, earning West Germany a place in the 1982 World Cup final, which they lost.
Minutes of the second half gone.
There are times when goalkeepers know instinctively that it is going to be their day.
Jones. Marini. Leeds are really pushing forward. Cherry, brilliant save, and Lorimer makes it well each. No. Astonishing. They're appealing to the referee. Lorimer thought he'd scored. Well, really, that was astonishing. Lorimer tried to side put it in, it came off the goalkeeper, the underside of the bar, and that's as close as Leeds have been and will ever be without scoring.
Here's Beardsley. This is Houghton. Barnes is waiting, but Owen Barnes is still there against the post. And away by Vinnie Jones. John Aldridge had the first opportunity from the cutback, as you'll see from this. This is McMahon. Hansen. Oh, and Alan Hansen gets a return, and well stopped by the legs of Dave Besant. Not often you see Hansen in a scoring position, but he played a lovely 1-2 here. The Liverpool captain coming from the back, returned to him by Houghton, and Besant stops it with his right knee. Intense, because there are one or two breaks here going against Liverpool. There is Aldridge, Beardsley, well, he might score here. Penalty. Goodyear on Aldridge. Wimbledon protest at the decision. Goodyear thinks he played the ball, and here we have high drama, because Aldridge, who I think might have been replaced a moment later, is the penalty taker. And never has a penalty been missed in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Well, that's what it was given for. More of that in a moment. Besant thinks that, or thought the kick might go to his left or the right as we look, if Aldridge decides to go the same way as in the semi-final. He did, and he saved it, and made history. The first time ever that a penalty kick has not been converted in the FA Cup final here. And Besant did guess right. His homework paid off, and Wimbledon is still in the lead. And Case through the middle for Michael Robinson. Can he beat Moran? He can. Can he beat McQueen? He can. There's somebody to his right. It's Smith. And Bailey is saved. And the flag stayed down. What an amazing opportunity for Brighton to win the cup, and how sadly wasted. Michael Robinson got through here against the central defenders and beat them both. He gave Smith a marvellous opening, and Bailey blocked with his legs. Give the goalkeeper credit. And that is the last incident in a quite dramatic FA Cup final, which goes to a replay for the third year running. On by Crooks. And here's Archibald. He's gone past Corrigan. He's got Brook in the middle. Can he turn it in? Brook again. And they had people all over the place on the line. Tremendous cover behind the goalkeeper. And Spurs saw the possibility there of the equaliser. At last they got past Corrigan, but look at the cover behind him. Martinez. Hoddle. Great stuff from Hoddle. Corner. Corrigan must have tipped it over. What a good save. And what a fine shot. 25 minutes gone in the second half in Lyon. In Group C, France won, Soviet Union won. In a match of considerable quality. Here's the goal scorer for France, Fernandez. Stopira with Demianenko. And he's beaten him. And he's got Papin in the middle. And here's Papin! Oh, great save by Desailly. He made his own luck. It seemed to hit him.
Hoddle poised. 5 players coming from the left. Hoddle takes! Good save! Well, that's the best free kick that Glenn Hoddle has hit that I've seen in this championship.
That may well have crossed the line. No play on. Kubiak gets it into the middle well, and it comes out to Oblitas. And here's Cueto. Leguia. Oh, Larotta so well. Appeared from nowhere between those Polish defenders, who must have felt they had it covered then. The goalkeeper and at least 2 defenders seemed to be the right side of the ball, and Larotta, as Leguia set it up there, somehow got in between them, took it from one of them, and the shot produced that good save.
And the fella is sunny again. He's an incredible man how he'll just take these snapshots from midfield, and look what he thinks about it. Mojica. It's a great save by Felix from Fabia. Brazil in 6th and 7th at the moment.
Bawowski. That was deflected, and it was a very good save. Albertosi taking no chances. Now Labuda. Muller. Taylor. Against Taylor and Muller. There's Overard. Taylor. Brilliant save. Powered down that header was. And Albertosi's earned his money.
Now Law. And Muller against Newton. A chance for Germany! Well, thanks on the OBE, Benetti will be 90. Hunter. Beckenbauer. Great shot, swinging all the way, well dealt with by Benetti. But Beckenbauer, having found the goal once, is now finding the target.
Macari and McGrain in the wall. Alan Ball waiting patiently. That was Shears, and a brilliant save. Chivers found the room, got away from Holton, a fine header, and an equally fine piece of goalkeeping by Alistair Hunter.
But no matter how talented or lucky the goalkeeper, few can claim to have dribbled the length of the field from his own penalty area to score in the opposition's net.
Un de ses partenaires. Il passe en revue 5 joueurs du Rester qui pensaient que la balle était sortie. Pour conclure, elle dresse un véritable boulet de canon qui surprend le gardien Cayenne. Vraiment un but exceptionnel. D'habitude, les gardiens encaissent des buts incroyables. Eh bien, le Romandais a bouleversé les choses. Lui, un gardien de but, il a marqué un but incroyable.
Some goalkeepers are gamblers and showmen. Others are humble and self-effacing. But whatever their individual characteristics, whether they be hero or villain, one thing is beyond dispute. To be a goalkeeper, you've got to be crazy.
It's a goal! It's a goal! No, he's not given it. He's not given it. Nearly 10 minutes gone, no score. Carlos Alberto. That's dangerous. Giardino. Already left Cooper standing. Pelé! What a save! Gordon Banks. Take that out of the net. And that's the danger for England. Split by a quick raid. And this is the save of the World Cup.